At least 21 people have been killed by a car bomb in the Syrian town of Azaz near the border with Turkey. Azaz is a key stronghold for the Turkish-backed rebels and is frequently targeted by Daesh. The bomb was detonated near a court building. Turkey launched Operation Euphrates Shield in August last year and secured the town from Daesh. So far, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. TRT World's Abubakr Al-Shamahi joins us from Gaziantep. Abubakr, what more can you tell us?
Well, as you said, at least 21 dead. That's the reported number so far, but that number is expected to rise. The pictures and the videos that have been coming out online on social media appear to show the aftermath of what appears to be quite a powerful and destructive car bomb that targeted, as you've mentioned, the courthouse there in Azaz. Now, of course, Azaz is only around 5 kilometers or so from the Turkish border. It lies directly across from the Kilis border crossing. And Turkey and the Kilis border crossing used to come under quite a lot of fire from the Syrian side, from the Azaz area, and from Daesh in particular, until those Turkish-backed Operation Euphrates Shield forces were able to clear the area from Daesh and to secure the town of Azaz itself. But Daesh are still able to infiltrate into the area. Of course, security is very hard to maintain in Syria in general, in northern Syria in particular, and they have carried out attacks in the past in Azaz. And in fact, there was a car bomb on Thursday that thankfully led to no lives lost, but it means that the finger of suspicion lies directly pointed towards Daesh.
Now, of course, Daesh have been excluded from the current ceasefire. What about that ceasefire, though? Is it holding up elsewhere in Syria?
Well, that ceasefire was agreed upon between the opposition and the Syrian regime, and it has left the north of the country relatively quiet, especially those areas in Aleppo city itself and elsewhere around that area. But in the south of the country in particular, fighting has continued in Damascus, in the Damascus suburbs, and elsewhere in southern Syria. And in particular, the focus of much of the fighting has been an area called Wadi Barda in or just outside of Damascus. It's a rebel enclave, a rebel-held enclave of around 100,000 people, a river valley, and the regime have been, for around 19 to 20 days, been desperately trying to take it. It's the main water supply for Damascus itself, and I guess the fighting there. I mean, on Friday night, Hezbollah-linked media said that a ceasefire had been agreed upon in terms of Wadi Barda itself, but overnight the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that 2 civilians had been killed by regime shelling. So the fighting there has continued, and it could be down to the interpretation of the different sides of what the ceasefire actually means. They do have different ideas of who's included in the ceasefire and who's not. And from the opposition side, well, they're saying that if this fighting continues, and they're simply not going to be party to any peace negotiations. And just to show you how multifaceted the conflict in Syria is, in Raqqa, out in the east of the country, the northeast of the country, which is Daesh's de facto capital, Syria, the anti-Daesh coalition, US-led coalition, has been attacking there. 11 people killed in an airstrike, a coalition airstrike, as US-backed coalition forces attempt to take Raqqa itself.
Thank you very much indeed.